I am Haniya Younas, and today we have with us Miss Gloria Johns. Good morning, Gloria.
Good morning, Haniya.
Can you please briefly introduce yourself?
I am a senior teacher at St. Anthony's. I'm not going to tell you how long my experience is going to be because then you will guess my right age, and that's a sensitive point.
Yeah, that is.
I belong to a middle class community where men and women both go side by side in all affairs, economic and family affairs. I started my job very soon, and I was appointed. And when I was appointed, I was a junior teacher, a helping teacher. But now I'm a senior teacher at St. Anthony's, and I have served as head of the various departments and as coordinator for a few years. But now I'm a senior teacher. I have written short plays for Radio Pakistan PTV. I am a permanent A-class writer of Radio Pakistan and write plays for that.
Nice. Okay, Gloria. So in this interview, we'll be specifically be talking about family support system of Pakistani professional women. So my first question to you is, what do you understand when I say family support system in context of a Pakistani woman?
Family support system means your family is with you side by side, wherever, whatever you do, whatever is going on, in the office, in the school, in the institution where you work, and at home. You are given full support. Fortunately, I was not the one who selected my profession. My parents did. I had only one option that I have to teach in a school, whether that's an A-class school or that's C-class school, that makes no difference. But if I want to work, if I want to have a job, I get to teach only. I was not allowed to work in the office also. I was duty bound to take the profession that my parents had selected. And that's how I became a teacher.
Okay. So do you think that family support system is important in a life of a woman?
Of course, support, especially when you are young, support is very important. And especially emotional support. Emotionally, if you are supported, then you can confidently do whatever is required to be done.
Did your family give you emotional support when you were young?
Not much,
Okay.
frankly speaking.
Yeah. Can you share any personal experiences where family support positively influenced your career?
Actually, I was the one who very early started working on her own self. I trained myself wherever I was needed to be supported, and wherever I think I need to train myself, I did that.
So, what role do you think do these cultural and norms play in shaping family support?
Frankly speaking, I'm right now mother of a university student girl, and I'm just like my mother. The instructions and norms which my mother used to follow
Yes.
when she brought up me, I'm doing the same with my daughter. I think that's how our traditions are designed. We cannot modify anything unless support is side by side.
Okay. But previously you said that your family wanted you to be a teacher.
Yes.
Would you do the same with your
No,
daughter?
no.
No.
I won't.
Okay.
In some cases, I'm with like my mother, but when she has to choose a profession, since I have worked on myself quite a lot, so I have trained myself to overcome that emotional drawbacks or that emotional phases that I had to come through.
Can I
Uh,
s- can I say that you have learned from your experience and you want to
Quite a lot,
improve?
quite a lot.
Oh, that's nice.
Even I'm improving today, day by day. Every day I make new changes and I follow them. I improve. I think every masterpiece has a room for improvement.
How do societal expectations impact Pakistani women who want to pursue their career?
I think that makes a huge difference. If if we make, I think, changes in that,
What changes?
like we can revisit our norms, we can revisit our instructions and limits, and we can make required changes in that, and that would definitely help.
Can you please specify these changes which you're talking about?
Like we can give the liberty to us children to think as they want to think. We impose our thinking upon them. Our thinking upon them. We impose, eat this, don't eat that. Wear this, don't wear that. Think like this, don't
Don't
think
think.
like that. If we are within ourselves, if we sort our don'ts, our do's will automatically be sorted.
That's pretty impressive. Okay.
We shouldn't impose our don'ts upon the children. They have a different kind of life. They don't have, they don't go through the same kind of scenario which we have been through.
Can we say that what these changes which you're talking about, these are because of the generational gap?
No, I don't think so. If elders, so-called elders like myself, they go side by side with the children, there is no generation gap.
Okay.
We don't want to learn.
The elders
Elders don't want to learn
from the children,
from
yes.
the children. No, no, from the changes. You see, they don't accept changes. The moment they will start accepting changes, the change will be there and there will be no generation gap. This is what that is my opinion. Might be wrong, but this is one of the solution, I think.
In your opinion, what are some common challenges which a woman face in a country like Pakistan?
Harassment. That's a big issue. Since I didn't face that, and because I was working in a different kind of environment, I was a teacher in a school, and my what should I say? I was dealing with the students, with the small children, because I was the teacher of the very toddlers, the toddler. I was the student teacher of toddlers. Now I'm a senior teacher. I teach in high section, but at that time I was teaching very small kids, and that phase of mine, like when I was quite young, I didn't have to face that. I didn't have to experience that because I was dealing only with the small kids and with their mostly with their mothers. I didn't have to face that. But the girls who work in some other kind of fields, they face that even today. And especially in subcontinent, where norms and restrictions and this kind of alabala,
Yes.
that is, I don't know if you have heard that. सना खाने तकदीर से मशरिक कहाँ है, written by Sahar Ludhianvi.
Oh. Acha. Previously, you told me that your family chose this career for you.
My parents,
Yeah,
not family.
so your parents
My brothers and sisters
were fine.
I think they were sailing in the same boat.
Okay. So, can I say that they chose this career for you because they thought that it was the safest option?
Safest option.
Okay.
Yes.
So, they basically tried to protect you.
They, of course, I would say my parents were so innocent. They thought their daughter is very innocent. She can't handle this kind of situations where she can protect herself. So these are the security measures they took at their level.
Okay. So, have you, as living in Pakistan, being a Pakistani citizen, have you observed any differences in family support system in urban and rural areas?
Yes, I think in urban areas, women are privileged because they have educated husbands and they don't have to tell them their problems. They go side by side and they understand what it is. And they are quite supportive. But in rural areas, men are considered to be the most superior agent of the family. They are the head of the family. Head of the family in urban areas, men are always head of the family. But in rural areas, they are the bosses.
Oh.
This is what I have studied. I have observed that they consider themselves the boss. They decide what woman has to do, what woman should do. They design the do's and don'ts for their wife, for their daughter, for their bahu, for their whatever the part of woman is.
In the family, yes. I totally agree with that. Can you discuss any cultural or societal barriers which you have overcome in your career?
Your question is debatable.
Debatable.
I won't say I experienced, but
Have you seen other women experience these kinds of things?
actually, other women have their own life. I don't comment on that.
Okay. Chalo, next question. How do Pakistani women navigate traditional gender roles within their families? Like you told me that you have brothers and sisters. So was there any gender discrimination? No?
In our family, it wasn't, but this is true that in our society, gender discrimination does happen.
And it affects the family support. Like family support is more diverted towards the male.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
true. But in my family, it is, I think, could be 1%. But what I have seen, I was watching the interview of a doctor, Dr. Sadiqa, Aisha Sadiqa. She said, जहाँ पे एक आदमी जोड़ी मिलाने के लिए 7 बेटियां पैदा कर सकता है, वहाँ पे कोई बेटी पैदा होने देगा? अगर किसी हाथ में. People are that sensitive about the gender, especially in in the families of subcontinent. Male are always privileged. The male gender is always privileged. If the gender is male, a younger brother has the right to kill his elder sister in the name of honor killing. I don't think you would have seen, but even today, if you go through the newspaper, you will
That's
see
pretty common.
so many cases of honor killing, and they are mostly younger brothers. I don't blame them. That's a norm of our society, that male have the right to kill women in the name of honor. Unfortunately, it is true.
Well, I believe that we have to accept this sad reality. Okay, so you told me that you have worked since a young age. So was there any work family conflict, like the working hours were too long and you had to just, manage all these things?
I had to manage a few things, but my working hours were not that long as the girls or women who work in offices. If they don't manage family and office affairs, they are really in trouble. And one of the area does need to be sorted. Like, if I prefer my house, then I'll have to leave my job. And if I give more emphasis on the effects of my office, then my family gets disturbed. That's the truth.
Okay, so when you got married and when you had children, were you working at that time?
Yes, I was.
So how did you manage?
Actually, my mother was quite young. She took good care of my child. I have only one child, one daughter.
Oh.
She was taking care of my daughter. I used to drop my daughter over there, and she had a maid who was helping her. And after the school, I in the morning I used to drop my daughter there, and after school I used to pick my daughter from there.
I think you
And
previously mentioned that your family gave you emotional support, and uh,
this is one of the area
yes.
where I was supported well.
Okay, that's
But
pretty nice.
after marriage,
Okay. Okay. Were there any specific strategies which you found effective in maintaining family support and work?
yes, I think a woman, God has blessed a woman with the agent of multitasking. If a woman gets trained, and nobody can train you, you yourself only can be your boss and train yourself. And if a woman pays attention and gets trained, work on herself, I think the things can be managed very, very effectively. It can be solved. This problem can be solved.
What policies do you believe could enhance family support systems for women in their professional careers?
Again, they can modify their timetable at home. Of course, in office you can't. In school you can't. In institution you can't. You can make changes in your timetable at home.
Okay.
When to sleep, when to get up, and by making modifying your timetable, you can handle.
Okay. So now the next question is quite opposite, where I want you to give the viewers suggestion about how the organizations and communities can contribute towards a working women in a business or something.
Communities, organizations can play a very good role by creating such events, such you said business. Yes, business. I'm very much in the favor of that.
What kind of business, like?
Like I have seen women having businesses. Like a teacher of ours school, she started cooking from home, and she's working with what's that name Food Panda.
Oh.
She's working with them, and she is earning much more than school salary.
So is her family supporting her in the business?
She's married. In the beginning, she did have some problem, but nowadays she's since she's earning good amount. The family. I think when she was teaching in the school, that time family did have some issues. But now she said, of course, one or two or three or a little issues can arise, but not many.
Can I say that in a country like Pakistan, currently Pakistan is facing an economic downfall, and where we say that man is the head of the family and he's supposed to earn, but nowadays we think that women should also earn. So in older times, when a woman was working, they were having issues, but now because a woman is financially supporting the household and her husband basically, so can I say that because of this financial support which a woman is giving, the family support has increased in a society?
Yes,
Yes.
if not much, but at least I can see the change. And there is no harm. If the change is little, no problem. If you can't run, just walk. If you can't walk, just crawl. But move on. That's very important.
That is very nice. Okay, one last question from my side. That if a woman is working in a if a woman is working in an office, and the working hours like are restrained and she's not supposed to bring her babies or something to the office, so what advice do you want to give to the organizations or communities, like what should they do to encourage women to come and join their careers?
I think here I'm with my parents. If you have small kids, then being a mother, your priority is your child, not your job. Then you can change the nature of the job and go along.
Okay, thank you, Gloria. This was
Thank you, Haniya.
this was a very nice interview session with you. I learned a lot from it,
Same
and
here.
you gave so many great answers.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much.
God bless.